whole, like, you know, bullying has happened in almost every single generation. But I think this generation, it's really bad because I think that bullying isn't just because when I was a kid, I used to get like my butt handed to me, for the lack of better words. Like, they locked me in bathrooms. Like, this is elementary school, and like I used to get locked into bathrooms. Like, I used to get like physically beaten up. And that was one thing, because it's like, you come home, you have bruises, and then you just go, listen, this kid is beating me up, and the school goes, okay, clearly, you know. But now a lot of stuff, I think, is a lot more, like, hateful stuff, but, like, from, like, virtual, like, on Facebook and on, like, Twitter and all that type of, like, social media and, like, text, and it's a lot more, like, it's less about me beating the crap out of someone and more about me verbally assaulting or, like, more mental trauma than I think that it was before, because I didn't go through a lot of, like, mental stuff. Like, nobody was ever like, oh, you know, you're fat, ugly, not to, like, my face until I got to high school and it started getting a little bit, but it was nothing, like, very upfront. And, like I said, as a kid, I used to get beat up. Like, that's what you used to do with a kid. You'd find the weakest kid and you'd beat him up because he or she was easy to actually physically beat up. Yeah. So I guess that's what I think about bullying today.
As cynical as this may sound, I feel like it might be a natural part of growing up. I think that no matter how well you discipline children and how much you teach them and how well you, like, nurture children, kids are still going to act out and be mean to each other, because kids are still exploring interpersonal relationships and they're learning to understand themselves and the others around them, and they're learning to balance out their actions and knowing how much is too much in terms of being harsh with another person. I think that bullying is something that we can't try to eradicate. I think that, for instance, Lady Gaga saying to the president, we need to make bullying illegal, is not necessarily a good goal, because it's going to happen. It's a natural part of childhood. At the same time, I think the bullying can be very terrible for both the victim and the culprit, honestly.